Will you be able to take the secret I'm about to expose to you now? What if, after hearing the secret, it can eventually change your mentality and make you to start locking your doors against the politician? Today, I'm going to expose something deep to you. What the Lord showed to me, what the Lord tell me about the secret of the politicians. How the politicians has been subtly, wisdomly, craftily dealing with the church, and how they have been involving in dangerous sacrifice just to become known, and how you as a Christian can get yourself free from their hands. I told you in my videos how the Lord took me to second heaven and showed me many secrets of the darkness. And part of the secret the Lord showed to me and told me is these politicians. We are going to be dealing with politicians. 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 There are three powers that control the world. I mentioned it and I've dealt with the first one. I have dealt with the second one. I want to deal with the third one now. There are three powers. Power number one, religious power. I am yet to deal with the Muslim and the others religions, but I've dealt with the pastors and the Christian religions as a part, which I'm still going to be talking about them. And I've also dealt with doctor, that is the medical line, how the portals of darkness was linked with the medical center, with hospitals. How Christians massively are entering and trample into bondage of hell because they went to the hospital. And today, the third power I'm going to deal with is the politician. I told you about the new age spirit, which the video I did, how this spirit can manifest and become Jesus and look like Jesus and angels. And I also talk about Jezebel, how the Jezebel have been operating. I have not yet, I just pick point on them. I'm still coming back to them. Today, I want to talk about the Illuminati spirit that I saw in second heaven. Illuminati spirit. Illuminati spirit. They are the one in charge of politics, word games. If I mean word game, I mean word politics. And if I tell you the meaning of politics, that might make you fear a little bit. Politics, yes. When they say politics, it's a game. When you go into power, get fame, and start using the country where you are doing the politics and start using it as a game, you start using it as a play ludo. Glory to God. This spirit of Illuminati is having the image of performance and is the most critical demons of all demons, because he deal with virgins, deal with the blood sucking for babies. He takes children and drink their blood. He's the most dangerous of occultics. And if I will tell you, should I say this? But I will have to talk about it. You will hardly see one president of a country which is not inside that group. Everybody are just playing their own roles according to the instruction. These are one of the reasons why, as a child of God, you needed to run from some politics. Most of the president and most of the governors, and most of the politicians that you know, whether they are from your family, none of them enters. Should I say that none of them enter with a clean hands? Let me say it that way. Many of them have to, because there's no way you can enter inside that place. It's a game of the dark world. This is a realm and the time where we see pastors telling their members that go and become a politician, go and become a governor. You too can be a governor. You can be the David of our generation. To God be the glory. Thank you, Jesus. It's good. You can be the David of our generation. But the point is this: can you manage the situation you need there? Because if you must enter there, you will be the only light inside there, and there's no way you can survive it. There's no way. There's no way. You must, before you can even win the primary election, or before you can even say you want to enter inside the game, there are things you must first involve your hand in. I am not accusing anybody. I'm only telling you what I know, what I see, and what the Lord showed to me is a revelation. Now, my own is to warn you as a child of God, be very careful. Where it is going to attack you and affect you as a child of God is still coming. First, hear what is going to happen. Before you can become a politician, you must first dine with the devil. Yes, you must first sit with the devil and die with him. The dining include bloodshed. Yes, you must first dine with him. The next number 2 is that before you can even enter inside the post, to become maybe a governor or president, there are blood that must go down. This one is not a matter of maybe go and bring somebody, go and bring your mother to kill your mother. No. I'm talking about, they can tell you that for you to enter inside that post, you have to bring 1,000 people die. Yes, they will sacrifice over 1,000 people. So after they saw that, okay, it's true that thing happens, and you will be able to sacrifice, they will not say, okay, you have now started the ritual to become a president. If I will tell you that people are doing rituals, the Yahoos are better than politicians. I'm not saying that they are good, but their own ritual, now small baby ritual about the politicians. Most of them have involved in their hands in bloodshed. They're mostly involved in serious bloodshed. Most of the people you saw that are mad on the road, most of them are through these politicians. Most of the people that is kidnapped are through these politicians. Not all of them. Let me say it. It's a revelation I'm saying. Most of them are through these politicians. Now, hear me very well. In every elections, before they win election, there must be bloodshed. And this bloodshed does not relate that even sometime, even after they have submitted the blood and the human being that needed to be submitted, they will still sometimes fail the election. But people have died. And I will tell you the reason why there are bandits everywhere and nothing is done. There are wars. All the bandit of a thing, killing people whatsoever, it is all the knowledge of the politician. They knows about it. It's a commandment from the pit of hell. Listen to me. There is no country in this world. Should I tell you that? There's no country in this world that is not managed by Satan himself, by the spirit of Illuminati. There's no country in this world. And they are the one that will tell you what to do. So let me give an example. If you want to become a president or governor, they will be the one. They will sit you down. You will make everything you are going to do for 4 years. It will come from the spirit of battle. It will be the one to tell you, in this thing, in the first year, do this one. In the second year, do this one. In the third year, do this one. In the fourth year, do this one. And you must not go against it. Perhaps you went ahead and said, no. You say you want to say no about it. They kill you immediately. They know how to kill you. So be not only you and your family that will be in the presidential house. They will kill you. They know how to kill you. And they will just tag it and say, he felt that something happened to him. And everybody will just carry it, but they know how to eliminate it. This is why you have to be very, very careful. And most of the special way they use it to take their blood is through, most of the time, plane crash. They can just make a particular plane crash. So everyone there died. Accident. They will be the one to send demons out to keep the Antichrist, just to make sure that in their name, these particular numbers of blood have been donated to become there. So when I say pastor that is trying to vouch for one person and say this one, I know that this one, Oga, you don't know what you are doing here, because you are involving indirectly into occultism. You are involving indirectly into bloodshed. When you nominate a man who has sacrificed a lot of human beings, you are nominating the devil himself. That is why when you say, this one is going to do well, when they get there, he do something else. Because most of the time, all the promises they give and they fail is intentional. The devil will tell them, give these promises. They know they will not do it. This blood, this demons of a thing is all what guy. This is why you have to be very careful. The Lord was telling me something during the revelation that God showed to me, and was telling me to warn Christians against collecting loan from the government and collecting grants from the government. All the money and grants you have collected were commanded by the devil to give you. One, so that you too, the blood can be on your garment. There are some people now, the voice of an innocent blood is shouting over their life unknowingly, because they went to go and collect cards from the politicians. The blood money. Most of the money they used to do politics and everything, where do you see they think they take it from? It's the blood money. The ritual taken to become a politics is on a high level. And indirectly and directly, Christians are involved in it. The moment you begin to vouch for one politician, say, this one, and eventually that politician you are vouching for has went to sacrifice a lot of human beings, the Lord will take you responsible. He will pay for that blood, whether you know it or not. The question is that, should I go and vote? I didn't say you shouldn't vote, but pray well. As a child of God, pray well. Who are you voting for? Is it the person that is killing themselves and just because they want to enter inside the post and become known? Who are you? That's the point. Every money you collected, every grant you collected, every loan you collected from the government has something about it. You register your information, register everything, and they take it to the whole. I told you before that all the information you are giving, both in the bank and both in all those public sectors of a thing, they are donated to the World Bank of the dark world. Your record, your names, your picture, your thumbprint, everything is there. Initiations is going on, and there are some. That is why I know you say that, but their government, at least you are the one that voted them. Can't they help us again? Listen to me. I didn't say they can't help you. They can't help you. But the point is that money they are bringing to them, do you know how it comes? Do you know how they get there? And let me tell you something. If you see something happening and it seems as if there's no solution from the government, we were talking about the people that the children that they carried and that they kidnapped, and they are shouting on government to go and help them. Listen to me. If the government wanted to track somebody, it doesn't take them a minute. They will track you and know where you are. They will track you and know where you are. But it is commanded by the kingdom of the darkness. In fact, when you enter inside your portals, the first thing they take away is your mercy eyes. That merciful eyes that you have. That kindness eye, that compassionate heart you have, the first thing take away. The first thing is the first thing. So that when you get into that government, you will not show anybody mercy. What the devil wants is to make sure that the humanity are into a big problem. The devil is arguing with humanity, especially the Christians. That's why every rules they give is on a project and on an assignment. All the politics that is going on the path, there is on one assignment, how the Christian can eventually end up in hell. That's the rules that we give you. And those rules, if you are not careful and you just follow it, that is why they can easily say that you are not to open this. There was a time they were saying that all the church have to bring tax, and they want to know how much you are getting as a church. What concerns church and government? Are they together? It's an intentional heart. The time they were having lockdown and the churches were still opening, the commandment of church arrest, pastor arrest, and members that go to church, they arresting, came from the PFN account. They were the one that gave the announcement. Okay, any pastors, anybody that do this, go and arrest them. They open their church. There's signs. I usually say it. Any pastor you see that has a good relationship, he is always going to they have relationship with the politician and they are going like that. That pastor suspect them very well. Because you must be in that group to have a good. You must be in that group to have a good relationship. If a pastor say that he wants to go and become a president, it's not by just ordinary. No, it's not by just ordinary higher. You must enter inside something. There are some secrets that I cannot say online. And if I say it, it will be a question mark everywhere. If I say it, it will be a big question mark that what's going on? But I can tell you that the eyes of the government are on everything. They know what is going on. If people are suffering, it is a knowledge they lose. If people are passing through anything, they lose. It's a commandment from the Illuminati group that this is what they should do. And all the law they should give, it should always go against the Christian line. There are two people that are mostly, let me say the three of them. These three powerful entity that I mentioned: religions, medical, and the politicians. They are mostly the people who, let me say, they are the greatest and the number one agent, ambassador of the devil. Listen to me. There was a time the Lord showed me a revelation, a part of the one God showed me before. And the Lord made me to open, and I saw that particular president. I will not mention the name of the president in Nigeria. He wanted to become a president at that time. And he was sharing rice to people. He was sharing a lot of things to people. And the Lord took me there. And I saw what the president was sharing. And when I saw it, it's not, people were seeing rice, but I was seeing something else. And everybody that eat it, there's glory. It's like when they say somebody is dropping their glory like this, and they're collecting rice. It has come to a level that you needed to be very careful of what to collect, because most of the gifts that come from them is as an exchange of your own glory, of your children's glory. They have entered into a serious occultism, too serious, that you have to be very wise. Our government say, they're going to give you 1 million, 2 million. Hey, he's a good governor. Bro, you are festing your glory, you are festing your destiny. That is one of the things that the powers of the darkness ask them to do. If I will tell you this thing, that all the politics of things, all the religious leaders, not all of them anyway, the doctoring, the medical, all these things are just scams. I'm telling you the truth. There are still ministers of God who are real. Perhaps they are still tied of God, who might be in part of the politics, maybe in the low key area, but not in the upper one. If you are going to go on that upper level, you have to be inside God. Like you want to become a God priest, you have to be there. Because that one is difficult to achieve without approval from the Illuminati, approval from the Baphomet. from the Satan himself to give you that word. That was the kind of word that Satan is trying to tempt Jesus of. That I will give you power to rule the world. I will give you power to rule the world. Never in your life as a child of God recommend any politician to anybody. Were you in their house? Do you know what they do? Are you even aware that every chronic decision that the government makes, they do it in the midnight? Are you aware? You are not aware? Okay. They do it in the midnight. And they will never do it inside the office. There's a place they do it. I don't want to go there. Because I said if I mention some secrets, because I'm just trying to be very careful. What I'm trying to say is that you as a child of God, be wise. The truth of the fact is that the world is not safe for Christians. Because everything that the devil is doing is to make sure, one, the humanity are deceived. Two, to take control of humanity. Three, to make sure that Christians fail. The child of God, saints, fail. And, they lose authority. And they can also subject themselves to the Antichrist. That is why if the Antichrist is going to come, it's going to come through pastor. Pastors will recommend him. It will come through politician. He will become a politician. 3, he will command all the people to collect his mark through medical. You see the point now? That's the 3 powerful things. They are the one in charge of the economy. They are the one in charge of everything. So listen to me. Most of the world that you see that this country is fighting, this one is fighting, is an intentional thing. So it's an intentional matter. It's just to make sure that lives are wasted. Listen, it's just an intentional. The Antichrist is about to emerge. So there is a necessity that bloodshed must be more so that it can enable the potter for him to come out. The demon that want to come out and rule the world is not an ordinary demon. It's a serious demon. It's a dangerous demon. So it needs a lot of bloodshed. So you are going to see you are going to see war from this state, war from that country, bloodshed. One way or there must be a bloodshed for him to emerge, for him to come out. The potter has to open through a lot of bloodshed. Most of the fight going on one day or the other, and they are killing themselves. It's not reasonable fight. As till today, ask why US government is fighting Iran. If you think it, you see that it's not making sense. I'm telling you. Go ask why Ukraine and Russia are fighting. It's not making sense. This and this, you have been selling the oil in their own country. Just something that is not reasonable. They will just find wire and fight. But this fight is an intentional fight. They were bringing some video of the old time when Trump was still a very young man, and he was talking. They were intervening, and he was talking about being a president, that anytime that he prayed that he become a president one day, that when he become a president, that he want to kind of work some game out with Ukraine, with Iran. He was a young man at that time. So it's all these things are planned up. The F-5 that they were saying that is out now, go and look at it. That is the fight that they will tell you that everything that will happen 20 years to this time, they have already sit down to plan it. Okay, there will be war here so that many people will die. Okay, we need about 2 billion people to die here. Okay, there will be diseases. Okay, we need about 3, 4, or 5 billion of people to die in this thing. So they plan it. There will be economic crashes. There will be this, there will be that. It's a plan. If you know the funniest part, they will see false prophets. They will arrest prophets and say, this prophet is fornicating, so for that reason he's going to jail. Person who is sending somebody to jail, his own secret matter is more dangerous. Both the person in the church, judge who will send as a judge, judging somebody to go to jail, and the government that is saying that arrest him, their own secret file. Hey, it's more dangerous, but there will be because you are not in that group, you are in another group. You are going to put in this idea because yes, he fornicate. Yes, this one now they show that maybe he has some charm, so they will go and do this one. Okay, there's a criminal there. He's a armed robber. Sir, they involve in those things more than the people they are arresting. That's how serious it is, how dangerous it is. The only way Christian can survive in this world. Let me tell you something. When Jesus Christ said that you are not of the world, you are just here. He knows what he's saying. You are not of the world, you are just here. It does not relate. You are not here. You are we are not part of here. That is why everything that is going around you is always against you. You want to go and buy bottled water in the shop, you want to go and buy food, is a problem. You want to buy clothes, is a problem. You want to buy shoes, is a problem. You want to work with the government, is a problem. You want to do this, is a problem. Everything they do is a problem. Why? Because you are not of this world. So we have to start talking to ourselves, looking for solution, so that you will eventually make it to heaven at last. Because if there's no man who will tell you the truth like this, no one will be safe. Because one way or the other, you will enter inside it. Okay, should I tell you, most of the cream you are doing, they are using placenta of the baby. Oh, you don't imagine they carry placenta, a baby placenta, and they will go and dry it. I mean the placenta that comes out when they give birth to a baby, the one that they give birth. So that placenta that come out with the baby, they will go and dry it. After drying it, they will grind it into powder, and they will mix it with the cream. They say it's good for your skin. How will you take, as a Christian, how will you rubbing yourself with placenta and you want to make it to heaven? When God is seeing a blood of a human being. Another thing that they are doing now, when I was watching everything fine, I didn't know what to do. The baby, they said that if they kill baby and they drink the blood and they eat the body, it gives them more body to become more younger in age. Do you see the point now? That's how critical. And these are the people who is ruling you. People you are surrounded and say, hey, that my government, my president. They are in their night time is dangerous. They will come out and show themselves to be a good, and they are Antichrist servant. Message of the Antichrist. Believers, this is my personal advice to you as a child of God. Number one, be careful of taking loan. Loan is the fastest way to interchange with your soul. It's an agreement that give me money and I will pay you back. But when they give you physical money, you pay with your soul, you pay with your destiny. Not only that, it's not allowed as a child of God for you to be taking loan. What are you using loan to do? You see, it's from the government now. It's the government money now. Who tell you that? Do you know where they're taking your name to? Do you know where they're taking your name to? We have avoid all gifts that come from the government. Be careful about the gift that come. Be careful. Shine your eyes very well. You as a man of God, don't recommend any politician for anybody. Don't open your... See, hear me. Church is not a place to start doing advocate for voting, vote for this, vote for that. It's a place of prayers. It's not a garden of thieves. It's a place where you worship God and pray. So as a man of God, don't open your door for any politicians. But if we didn't vote a right person, how are we going to get somebody? Well, pray. I didn't say you should not vote. I know that God have some David somewhere. But pray. Probably that God have already prepared him very well. Pray. But as far as it is now, all the presidents all over the world, there's no David among them. All over the world, no David among them. Criminal cases, but they will bury it because they are the one in the government. So you can't know. And they will be arresting others. You will be judging and say, government must fight for us. The person who will fight for you is number one of them. Sir, let me just keep quiet about it. One of the things I can save the Christians people now about this is that have a community. The only way you can get yourself escaped from the problem of this world is for you to have a community where you can stay together with them. Because every rules, everything they are doing is against the church. And they are still coming after you. Now they are doing it private, they are doing it with wisdom. The Bible talks about a time is going to come whereby they will openly say it and start persecuting the Christian. It's going to be from the government, not from outside. They will start persecuting. Now they are indirectly using the bandit to go to one church and go and kidnap people there. And they'll say, they are kidnapped again. Oh. But it's going to get to a time, it's going to come to a time whereby they will publicly come out. You must have faith. The only way the Christian can stand is you have your food yourself, farm, have your personal food, because all food now is getting to do everything. All things they are doing now is to just make sure that it affects you. Financially, that is why they are trying to introduce cashless policy. So that your bank, your money can be inside bank and you will not be able to spend it. They can control your money. Cashless policy, everything. The only way is that find your own way out. Get your community. Live like separate yourself from the world entirely. You are not of this world. You have to take it. You have to accept it. That you are not of this world. You are not of this world. You have to separate yourself completely from the world. Otherwise, may the Lord help us in Jesus' name. This is my personal advice for you. And always be prayerful. For all of you that have involved in one loan or involved in government whatsoever, and all of you that you have been telling your people to vote for this, entering inside their iniquity and their problem unknowingly, you can ask God for mercy and you ask him to wash with his blood. Because some people now are talking to you now. What take them to hell is because they recommended a politician. And that politician is a criminal before God. They can be a good person before man, but to God, God knows everything. and they are in hell right now because they recommended a politician. Say, vote for that person. He's a good man. Who tells you? May the Lord help us in Jesus' name. Please share this video everywhere, and let it be a warning for Christians. Be careful of who you vote. If you're going to go and vote, it's not. I didn't say you should not go and vote, but pray to know who to vote for. May the Lord bless you in Jesus' name. God bless you. God be with you. Shalom. Bye.